The newest member of the Budweiser racing team, Mr. Dale Earnhardt Jr.
How about this kid? Checkered flag, Dale Earnhardt Jr. First time to come with.
Kick those Clydesdales in a high gear. Come on, Junior, come on.
Hell yeah. Cold beer for everybody down here. We're going to drink a lot of Budweiser.
What an incredible intro video originally posted on Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s Twitter. And what a bombshell of an announcement as well. I definitely wasn't expecting the timing of the announcement to happen the way it did. And Dale Jr. officially gets his old 8-ball back on his cars as well. And what I have to say about that is, oh my God, it's happening. Everybody stay calm.
Oh my God! Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm.
What's the
Everybody
procedure,
stay calm.
everyone? What's the procedure?
Stay calm.
Wait.
Everybody calm down.
Oh yeah. Not only does Junior have his old 8 back, but he also has Budweiser back. That partnership will bring back one of the most recognizable paint schemes in racing history. And no, it won't be driven in the Cup Series or Xfinity Series. The NASCAR Hall of Famer will drive the iconic 8 Budweiser King of Beers paint scheme once again for a couple of races in the late model stock series instead in 2024 and 2025. That paint scheme will return to racing action for the first time since 2007 on November 23rd, 2024, when Earnhardt Jr. races in the South Carolina 400 at Florence Motor Speedway. In addition to the well-known red and black paint scheme, that return to using his old 8 font was made famous when he drove it from 1999 to 2007. During that time with that number, Jr. won 17 races, had 76 top 5s, 121 top 10s, 7 poles, led 5,485 laps, and had an average fitness of 16.9 and 291 starts with the team he drove in, Dale Earnhardt Incorporated, in the Cup Series. Here's Junior talking about reuniting with Budweiser and his classic 8 and more. It's an incredible opportunity for me to be able to reunite with Budweiser and the number 8, Junior said. Budweiser and I had some great memories with that iconic scheme and number. We've always supported each other over the years. It's going to be really special for me to be able to represent that brand on the racetrack again. This return of Budweiser shows with how long Anheuser-Busch has been committed to NASCAR and racing in general. With a number of sponsorships that it's had, Anheuser-Busch has been around NASCAR for more than 40 years with its Budweiser, Busch, and Busch Light brands. Those brands have been part of the sport's growth also. Here's Matt Davis, who is the Vice President of Partnerships at Anheuser-Busch, talking about Budweiser returning to the track to sponsor Dale Jr. and more. There are names that would mention, draw on the significance of their place in American history, among them Budweiser and Earnhardt, said Davis. This return to the racetrack alongside Dale with the Bud King of Beers paint scheme is another chapter in Anheuser-Busch's long and storied sports history. Anheuser-Busch, along with its brands Budweiser, Busch, and Busch Light, have a proud history supporting legends and growing forces in NASCAR. That includes notably sponsoring Earnhardt Jr. for 9 years, as well as partnering with Kevin Harvick for 13 years, and Busch Light sponsoring Ross Chastain of Trackhouse Racing, which was announced in 2023. Junior Motorsports is now showcasing the return of this iconic pairing with a line of Budweiser and Dale Jr. merchandise that brings back nostalgia from the early 2000s. That gear is now available on shopjuniornation.com. The website has a variety of items such as die-casts, hats, t-shirts, replica helmets, and more. None of this would have been possible had it not been for the 8 trademark expiring. It had been owned by Teresa Earnhardt since 2001 after the death of her husband, Dale Earnhardt Sr. She had been very protective of the font, and it hadn't been used anywhere, not even in throwback paint schemes. Case in point, Josh Berry's 2021 throwback paint scheme to Junior's 2001 Daytona winning paint scheme. In May, DEJ Holdings LLC, which is the holding company for Dale Jr.'s business opportunities, applied for the trademark on the 14th of that month with the United States Patent and Trademark Office. Here's what Jr. had to say about applying for the DEI trademark back in June, and more, courtesy of his podcast, The Dale Jr. Download, on Dirty Mo Media.
I also wanted to talk about the trademark of the 8. So there's been this conversation on social media online around the old DEI trademark for the number 8. And all the things you're reading about that for the most part are true. Like we have noticed that, at least as far as I know, Teresa hasn't re-upped for that trademark. And Kelly and I both were interested in acquiring ownership of that. And I just want to say that my feelings around this are very plain and basic. I either want Teresa to have it, and if she were to come in and re-up, I'd be totally comfortable and happy about that. Or I would like to have it. I would love it to stay either hers or mine and not end up somewhere else. And so there's one thing that I'll say about Teresa is if in terms of owning a trademark and protecting things like that, protecting our legacy and our family name, I have a lot of trust in her around those things. And so she's very smart, very savvy, always thinking. She takes some emotion, or takes emotion out of business decisions and says, "This is what's fair. This is what's right." And so in terms of this, I just want to. I would be completely fine if she reacquired the trademark. And so, but if she doesn't, I would hate for it to just wander out into the middle distance, right? And so I'd want to make sure that Kelly or I were able to get it if she's not interested in having that any longer. So that's kind of where we are on that. I know a lot of people are talking about that.
Junior was also asked back in June what it would mean to have the trademark of the DEI 8 back in his possession if he were to get it, and more, also courtesy of the Dale Jr. Download.
Yeah, we'll talk about that if we get it. You know, I don't think that it's I don't want to talk about it or assume or be hypothetical about it. I just, I either want her to continue to own it, or if she's not interested in doing that anymore, then I would like to be able to get it up underneath our roof. And me and Kelly haven't even sat down and talked about what that would mean in terms of what happens, how we would use it, right? And so, I would not be interested in spamming the NASCAR ecosystem with vintage retro 8 gear.
Right.
I know that there are fans that would like to have some items, so maybe we would do like a small batch of select, like one shirt, one hat, just sort of figure out something kind of nice and tasteful. But I would probably have interest in using the number either in the Cars Tour races. If Kelly would be fine with this, we have other owners in the Junior Motorsports building that would have to sign off on ever using that number at the Xfinity level. But I would be wanting to activate it, right? I'd be wanting to get it out there and get it going. So, but it depends on what Teresa wants to do. I think she gets first dibs. I'm totally happy if she keeps ownership of it, because I trust that she will protect it as she always has. So,
well, Junior, you got it, as Teresa Earnhardt and DEI decided not to renew. According to Breakheart, it expired on June 3rd, which opened the door for the trademark to be back in Junior's possession. However, with Junior now having the trademark on his car to race at Florence Motor Speedway in 2024 and 2025, it looks like the trademark has been approved already, since he's able to use it on his car, which is better that he has the trademark sooner rather than later. Plus, there's already merchandise on the Junior Nation website with the trademark bond also. Earnhardt Jr. has had a lot of memorable wins during his career with the iconic 8. He got his first career win at the DirecTV 500 at Texas Motor Speedway in 2000, which he did in his 12th start. It was memorable when he hugged his father Dale Sr. in Victory Lane also. That year he won 2 races and been his second in the Rookie of the Year to Matt Kenseth. Jr. also won the Winston at Lowe's Motor Speedway that year, as he became the first rookie driver to ever win that race. 2001 was also memorable for Jr. for a number of different reasons. It's well documented on how the first win of that year was also. He won the Pepsi 400 that July in the first race at Daytona International Speedway after his father's death in the Daytona 500. It was an iconic race due to the magnitude of what had happened earlier in the year also. Plus, it was very healing for the sport also at that time. He won the first race after 9/11 later that year at the MBNA Cal Ripken Jr. 400 at Dover Downs International Speedway, which was also a big deal after what the country had been going through at that time also. When he won, the checkered and American flags waved at the same time. Jr. also memorably drove backwards around the track, holding an American flag after that win. Jr. was also very successful at Talladega Superspeedway, as he won 5 times there during his time driving the 8 and 6 overall in his career. He won 4 straight races there from 2001 to 2003 and showed his dominance at that track for him and for DEI. He also memorably said this after winning there in 2004, which was his 5th win at that track.
Well, I don't mean shit right now. Daddy's done won here 10 times, so...
What Jr. said cost him 25 points and $10,000 after that interview, but that didn't hurt him as much as when he had back-to-back 33rd place finishes at Atlanta Motor Speedway and Martinsville Speedway later that year. Other than that, 2004 was an incredible year for Jr. He won 6 races that year, which was the most he won in a single season, with the Daytona 500 win being the highlight of that year. He got his first of 2 Daytona 500 wins in his career while driving the 8 car. Earnhardt Jr. won the 500 6 years to the day after his father won it on February 15th. Jr. got his final 8 win in the Cup Series at the Crown Royal 400 at Richmond International Raceway in 2006, as he didn't win again during his time at DEI and left the organization at the end of the 2007 season. Earnhardt Jr.'s best points finish was 3rd in 2003 and won 2 races that year. Not only was Dale Jr.'s 8 successful in the Cup Series, it was also successful in the Xfinity Series back when it was known as the Busch Series. He got his first 8 win in the Busch Series at the Bunai 250 at the Richmond International Raceway in 2002. Jr. also swept the weekend at Daytona in 2004 as he won a rain-delayed Hershey's Kisses 300 the day after he won the Daytona 500 and a gorgeous Oreo paint scheme that he ran in that race also. Jr. was also a very successful car owner in the Busch Series before he became an owner with Jr. Motorsports. Jr. won back-to-back championships as an owner with driver and good friend Martin Truex Jr., driving the 8 in 2004 and 2005 for Chance 2 Motorsports. It was founded in 2003 by Jr. and Teresa Earnhardt and were considered separate teams from Dale Earnhardt Incorporated. Jr. got Chance 2 Motorsports their first win in 2003 at Daytona in the Coolers 300, also an 8 car. He swept the races that year by also winning the Winn-Dixie 250, presented by PepsiCo, later that year in the July race. Truex got the organization its final win in 2005 at the Kroger 200 at Indianapolis Raceway Park, as he dominated in the 2 years that he drove for Jr. in the 8. Truex also filled in for Jr. in a race at New Hampshire International Speedway in 2004 as well, after Jr. suffered burns in a scary crash at Imperial Raceway in a sports car race. Jr. started the race, but Truex relieved Jr. under caution during that race on pit road. Fortunately for Jr., he didn't miss any following races. After being relieved, it was okay to go. Jr.'s final Busch Series win in the 8 came at the Carfax 250 in 2006 at Michigan International Speedway. He was also on the cover of NASCAR Thunder 2003, even though Budweiser wasn't in the game, due to EA Sports not allowing alcohol sponsorships in order to maintain an E rating. That was the case in all of the EA Sports NASCAR games for the drivers that had alcohol sponsorships in real life. The bot was also used by Dale Earnhardt when he won a race at Darlington Raceway in 1987 in a Chevrolet Nova in the Busch Series. Dale Jr. restored the Nova and used it to pace the field in an Xfinity race in 2021 at Darlington also. Pretty awesome that Dale Jr. officially got his old 8-bomb back as well. I wasn't expecting the announcement to have happened as soon as it did, because of the fact that I thought it would have been announced when he revealed his Xfinity Series cars, because of the fact that he has an 8 car in that series as well. And it still might happen that way because of the fact that the bond is now in his possession and all that. So especially because of the fact that like he hasn't revealed it all that. So definitely that would be pretty cool if that happened. And I thought it would happen then, but it's pretty cool that it happened now, especially with the announcement that it happened like it did, because of the fact that it is Dale Jr., especially, and to be able to like have that bump back on his cars, especially, he never would have expected it to have happened like that. Even though it isn't on an Xfinity Series or Cup Series car, even though it is on a late model car, it has to start somewhere. So especially with the fact to be able to like sell merch and all that, especially, he said he wouldn't like sell any merch with the bond had he not raced in the car. So he'll get a chance to race at Florence Motor Speedway and to race several late models in 2024, 2025. So definitely that'll be pretty cool. I'll be rooting for Junior, especially. Hopefully he wins, even though I don't have Flow Racing. So definitely that would be pretty cool if he got to win in that bond again. But that was not as surprising as with the announcement of Budweiser, especially with the fact I wasn't expecting that because of the fact that he did get the trademark back. But the fact that Budweiser came back, that was the ultimate shock there as well because of the fact that like they hadn't sponsored Junior in so many years, especially. You know, they did do a tribute for him in 2017 when he was retiring as well, even though there was no number because of the fact that Teresa Earnhardt still had the right to the number there with the pod. So it wasn't able to have the car number there. But it's pretty cool that Budweiser is doing this as well with Junior, especially. And how Junior said he was always a Bud guy. He said that on the Dale Jr. Dallas. So that'll be pretty cool that it's happening like this, especially. So it'll be pretty cool to see like that car on the track, especially because of the fact that he never thought it would happen because of the fact that he wanted to take ownership of DEI with his sister Kelly, but Teresa would bite and all that. And as a result, he ended up leaving for Hedrick Motorsports and then ended up having his own team at Junior Motorsports as well. But the fact is, he finally got the spot back, better late than never, even though it should have never even left in the first place in his possession. But at least he got it back now, and pretty cool that it's happening like this, especially bringing back nostalgia for the early 2000s and all that. So definitely, it's like Christmas came early, especially, and also a pretty cool birthday present for Junior as well, especially since he had just had a birthday not that long ago on October 10th. And pretty cool also, like for him to like have all that like there and all that. And it's pretty crazy also that he's lived longer than his father, which is hard to believe as well because of the fact that how that ended up being like that. But definitely it's pretty awesome. So congratulations to Junior on this happening. I've always liked Junior, so it's pretty cool that it's happening like this. And I've done videos on him before, especially on his retirement, his Hall of Fame, as well as leaving NBC. So I'll leave all of those in the description. And plus, he's a great guy also, so he deserves all like that he wants. So definitely pretty cool. And obviously, it didn't hurt also when he said on the Dale Jr. download good things about Teresa. So I'm sure that probably like softened her as well. So even though Teresa has been the Wicked Witch of the South and all that, definitely it was nice that she finally allowed the eight to be back and like a proper like Earnhardt, like especially even though Junior said that he would have mind had it been with her because she was protective of it and all that, paraphrasing. So even though like he was just being humble, so pretty cool that he got this, and hopefully, like I said, it'll be on an Xfinity car and all that at some point. So that would be pretty cool, especially for Junior to be able to get that. And also like the fact is also the pit team like went back to Michael Walsh at the DEI pit team with Michael Walsh's brewing company. So two of the three DEI like pace schemes like thoughts ended up coming back to like their rightful orders. Even though Teresa did renew the one, especially she has like bad blood with Ty Norris, so that like she renewed quickly, but the eight she didn't, and it's probably a good thing because of the fact that you know the eight's back with Junior and eight will be back in circulation, all that to be able to like sell new merch and all that. So all that new merchandise will be pretty awesome. So definitely pretty awesome for Junior to do that and to be able to be able to have like that happen as well. So that'll help. And then, yeah, like I said, it'll be sold out and all that. I expect that to be because of the fact that it's Dale Jr. Junior Nation is very popular. So that's how I expect it to be and all that. So definitely. And he's had incredible paces with that bond, especially. Like I said, the Budweiser pace key, no introduction there. Like so iconic, especially. And his Oreo pace key, like I said, is pretty awesome that he ran in the Busch Series that he won with in 2004, especially there. That was an awesome pace key as well, especially like the one that he had in NASCAR 2005 Chase for the Cup as well. So that's a pretty awesome pace key that was in that game as well. So definitely pretty cool there, especially. And of course, like the eight, like the black one he had in 2006 in Talladega, that was pretty iconic as well, especially all of DEI ran it to honor like Dale Earnhardt. So definitely pretty cool that happened with that kind of pace scheme as well. Plus, his 2001 Bud Major League Baseball paint scheme that he ran at the Pepsi 400 is also iconic due to how big of a deal that win was in that race also. And of course, his 2004 Daytona Pioneer paint scheme was pretty incredible, especially with the Mordon paint scheme as well. That was pretty iconic because of the fact that he won it with that paint scheme. So definitely pretty cool there, especially. So, like I said, congratulations to Junior on getting his old 8-pot back on his cars and with Budweiser as well. That was like the cherry on top of the sundae, the Budweiser part of that. So definitely pretty cool that that'll happen like that, especially. So hopefully they'll continue to partner with Junior like for a long time and all that. So especially to be able to get it back in NASCAR as well and the Xfinity car. So hopefully that'll all like come full circle for Junior, like and get it all like there. So that would be cool if he had the bond on all of his cars and not just the late model. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to leave a like. And if you are brand new, subscribe. And Otto Jr. getting his old 8-pot back as well as Budweiser. Here are 8 commercials of Junior with Budweiser, which also includes commercials that I've used before on the channel. So enjoy all of those and peace.
Hey guys, as you know, from time to time, we believe in shaking things up, making changes in the organization. For that reason, we decided to change my car's number from 8 to 6.7. I'm just messing with you. We're gonna stick with 8. Just a joke. No harm done, huh?
It's a little bit loose in the turns, but man, it's a sweet ride. Now that's horsepower.
I'll call you when I get to LA.
I think you forgot something.
This isn't mine.
Dale, thanks for being designated driver.
No problem, man.
What's up? Make a left up here.
Hey, Mr. Fisher!
Okay, make a quick left and then slow down.
Cindy! What's going on?
Make a right on Havermeyer.
What's up?
Make a left on Jackson.
Dude, where exactly do you live?
Oh, right back by the bar.
Hey, Bobby!
Okay, guys, I told you. Just because I got Bud on the car doesn't mean I got Bud in the car.
Oh! Terribly sorry, old boy. Sorry. It's been awkward.
Do you mind signing my chainsaw?
2.
Kevin.
Speedway race day, the gang's all here. 43 teams all getting in a gear. Time trial run, not a second to lose. Tune it up, tweak it out, run it in the groove. This is for the people giving it the best. Who said Sunday was a day of rest? This Bud's for you.